yoga friends. Thank you for coming back to Harmony Yoga. I thought I would do a quick class today sharing something that is very basic, but something I hadn't heard before. So, did you know in Sanskrit the word asana really describes the postures, the poses, the physical practice, but literally translated that word means comfortable seat. So take a comfortable seat with me, and isn't that funny to think we're just sitting here and this is an asana. So taking a comfortable breath, allow yourself to settle into your space. Let your eyes begin to close and bring your awareness back inside of yourself. By contrast, you can think of all the things you've done today, all the places you've been, the people you've interacted with, and the energy that you spent on things maybe outside of yourself. And that's not a bad or wrong thing, right? But we can just appreciate all that we do in a day for other people. And then take this little slice of your day to come back home to yourself. Letting that breath help you settle. Allow this pose and all the poses we'll do here in this short practice to bring inner awareness. Throughout our practice today, we know that our awareness is going to be steeped and settled inside of our body, where we become part of the body. We don't just use the body to get around, right? We are the body. Do you notice any aches and pains as you sit here today? These pains can be your teacher. We can learn from them. So make a commitment today to embrace and to listen, to try to understand the pain rather than to try to ignore it or run from it. And as we explore in our practice, may we meet ourselves and train ourselves to be comfortable even in new and awkward and varied positions. Taking your time to open your eyes and then join me in all fours on your mat here. Moving your things off your mat. Spread your fingers wide, press down through the finger pads. Curl the toes under, lift the head and heart forward, and then exhale round, drop the head, scoop the tailbone. So we don't need to over effort here in the posture. We can create ease as we move into new positions that maybe we haven't been into ever or for a while. Coming into this cat-cow. Turning your head side to side, stretching out the neck, and then bringing your knees wide apart, flattening the toes, coming into child's pose. Reaching the arms out in front. And then curl the toes under, come up to down dog. Let's focus here on the breath. Inhale to child's pose. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, down dog. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, just drop the knees. Thread the right arm over to the left. Left elbows up to the sky, turning and looking up under that armpit. Good. Come back to all fours and thread the left arm through to the right side. Focusing in on the breath. And come back to all fours. Take your right leg back, stretching through the right heel. Bring your left arm forward and draw yourself up and away from the floor. Staying here or reaching back, finding the foot and lifting up toward the sky. Kick the foot back into the hand, but the hand resists, so don't let that foot kick your arm out of the shoulder socket. We want to keep that engaged. Good. Straighten that right leg, push through the toes, pushing back, maybe even letting your left knee come up off the floor. Good. Come back to all fours. Stretch the left leg back, curling the toes under. Push away from the floor. Begin to lift your right knee. Staying with the breath here. Following the breath helps you stay with the body and not make it be about the pose. Lift the left leg, reach the right arm forward. Lift yourself up and away from the floor. Reaching through the fingertips and the back heel, crossing the body now right and left side. Bend the leg, reach back around, grab the foot, and lift up toward the sky. Nice job here, kicking the foot back, but engaging the arm into the shoulder socket. Good, release that down. Lift back again to down dog. Swivel the heels over to the right, look under the left armpit. Come back to center, pause for a cycle of breath. Deep inhale, exhale, sighing out. Twisting now, heels to the left, look under the right armpit. Good, take a child's pose. I'm trying not to lose my earbud here. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure the video hasn't paused. Are we still on? Yes, we are, okay. All right, coming up out of your child's pose, back to down dog, and now walk the feet up to the hands for forward fold. Inhale, lift the head and heart forward, engaging the legs, try to move the hips back, release yourself down to the earth. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift all the way up to the sky. Bring the hands to the heart. Pause here. Begin to feel the body. So we're trying to create ease in these postures, using the breath as the guide to help you come back out of the ego, from the extreme of the pose into a place that actually feels right for your body. Okay? Now inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, come down to your forward fold using a block, using your legs. Just make sure you're not hyperextending the legs, so keep a little bend here if your hamstrings are tight. And then inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, release down. Inhale the right leg back to deep lunge. Inhale now, press through both feet, reach all the way up to the sky. And notice here, if you feel a little bit wobbly, scissor your legs together. Draw the belly button back, draw the ribs back, hug your arms together. Take the left wrist around the right wrist and pull up to the sky, and maybe just gently start to lean over toward the left. Take your right heel back. Reach down, step back, down dog. Bend one leg and then the other. Notice what parts there feel extra tight. Can we breathe into and honor those tight spots? And then bring the right foot up between the hands, on the ball of the back foot, push down, draw the belly button back, scoop the tailbone, inhale, bring the arms up to the sky, scissoring the legs together, hugging the arms together, finding that sweet spot in the pose for you. Dragging their left heel back, right knee forward. One more deep breath in, and exhale, come forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. hands to the hips, elbows to the sky, lift all the way up. And inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, come down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale down. This time, step your left leg back, drop your back knee down, walk your hands to the inside of your right foot, bending the elbows, separating your hands apart even, letting your heart come toward the floor. So hips remain high, and the heart releases down. Up, walk your hands around both sides of your front foot, wiggle the foot forward a couple inches, and then pull your toes back, drag your heel back for half split. Move your hips way out to the right, drag your right hip back and your left hip forward. Good, drag the heel back a little bit, place the foot down. This time you're going to straighten the back leg, lifting both hips so high both legs straighten, or attempt to straighten. Inhale, scissor the legs together, drawing both feet toward one another. And then exhale, separate those feet apart. And do that again. Inhale, draw the energy up, both feet up the legs into the core of the pelvis. And then exhale, send that energy back down the legs and press both feet into the earth. Step back to top of a push-up position. Look out onto the floor ahead of you. Draw the elbows toward the body, lowering down, cobra. Press the tops of the feet down, elbows in by the side. Lowering down, curl the toes under, lift back to down dog, and then we bring the left foot forward. So we go to the other side here, drop the back knee down. Come onto the fingertips on the right side of your left foot. Keep the hips high. Drop the heart toward the earth. Staying with the breath. Focusing now, grounding our awareness in the body. Using the breath as a tool. Walk your hands around your front foot. Pull the toes back. Step your heel just a couple inches forward. And then move your hips out to the left. Take the left hip back, right hip forward. Aha. Push through the ball of the big toe like you're stepping on the gas, and notice what happens up your leg. So keep the muscles active here as we stretch. Good, then place the foot down on the floor. Lift both hips so your legs straighten. Again, pushing through the ball of the big toe, extend your head forward. Move your hips out to the left, left hip back, right hip forward. Step forward, forward fold. Hands to the hips, elbows to the sky, inhale and rise. Okay. One more standing posture here. Let's step onto the left leg, hands to the hips, step your right leg back, toes curled under. Push down through the hips so you get strong and stable in the legs. Feel the heart lift as the spine elongates, shoulders rotate back. And then balance onto the left foot. Begin to lift the right leg as you reach the heart forward. Hands can remain on your hips here, or they can reach out to the side, like airplane is how I learned that when I was just beginning yoga. You can reach the arms forward, palms facing each other. See if you can lift that right leg a little more, rotating the toes toward the earth. Come up when you're ready. Release the hands, bring them back to the heart. Press the thumbs into the heart and the heart back into the thumbs. Notice the difference between your right and left side. That's inner awareness. I'm not asking you to look at your right and left side. You're feeling it from the inside out. That's different. All right, so that's what yoga teaches us. It's a very countercultural message that feels very good, doesn't it? Yes. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Balancing now, start to shift your weight onto the right foot. I'm going to back up here just a little bit. Balancing on the right foot. Left toes face the floor as you lift the left leg, reach the arms forward. Elongating yourself in both directions. Picking something that's not moving to look at. And when you're ready, rise up. And then go ahead and take a comfortable seat. So a yoga practice doesn't need to be long to be effective, but imagine if you spent every day taking a few moments to focus on the body, focus on the inner awareness, focusing on the spirit, and coming out of the head and appreciating the body for what the body can do for you, right? We all have a different set of skills and abilities in the body, but we focus on what we can do and not worry about what we can't. Cross the right leg over the left. Take the left hand to the right knee. Right hand is behind you, really helping the spine get taller. Turn and look over the right shoulder. And then inhale, get taller more. Taller yet, and then turning, exhaling. Good, and bring both feet together in front. Lifting the heart. Straightening the right leg this time, cross the left foot over, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhaling, pulling the low back in and up. Yes. Lifting up through the crown of the head, then begin to turn. Exhaling deeply. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. Slowly unwind. Straightening both legs. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, reaching the feet, the shins, the knees, or just the earth, whatever feels comfortable here. And then push the heels into the earth. Feel the legs become active with that action. We always want to keep the muscles active. That's kind of like the protector, the emergency brake, so we don't overstretch. And that's what happens if we get caught in the ego. We tend to overstretch and then we get some sort of tendonitis, or we pull a muscle, or the joint takes the brunt of that. So we want to come out of the ego and just come into the body, into the mind, into the spirit. Unite all of those things, bringing yourself together as one. Release yourself down into your Shavasana position here. Press your elbows down, lift the chest, walk the shoulders underneath, and open the palms up toward the sky. Letting your feet naturally flop open to the side and relax yourself to the earth. So releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, releasing the skin to gently drape over the bones that are heavy into the earth. I'm going to leave you here, but I want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. That the physical practice is a journey. It's not about the pose themselves. Allow this practice to reattach yourselves inward to yourself so that you can attach yourself outward to others in a healthy way. So thank you for being with me today. Please stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. Allow yourself to rest and restore here. Your body, your mind, and your spirit will thank you. Blessings.